What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know so I can.
The game of the week for sure. Oregon versus Washington. Fish, and I'll let you go first since Hayden had to step out. So, what you thinking, man?
Do y'all remember how this game went last year?
Oh boy,
man! Probably going to be a shootout. Obviously, Oregon's defense is much better than Washington's. I don't know if it matters though about in the secondary with Michael Penix, man. I mean, he can dice you up, and he will have success for throwing the ball in this game. It's just depending on how much. Same thing can be said about Bo Nix, though, and Bo Nix's running game is miles above what Washington has. I think Oregon's a more complete team. You could argue that Oregon's the most complete team in the country now that Texas has shown they have flaws, but that's neither here nor there. But what did I don't even know what I originally picked. I didn't even want to change it, but I'm picking Washington in this game.
Oh, wait, he changed it. Oh my God.
Only because, spoiler alert, I think they play again in the championship and Oregon wins.
Well, you learn more from your losses than you do your wins.
Yeah. Well, I might regret that one.
Fishing has changed his pick to Washington. Let me go ahead and update this. Okay, on the spreadsheet. Oh my Lord.
I like it.
So it's been updated on the spreadsheet. So it is official. Fishing football is picking Washington and Michael Penix Jr.
That one's gonna bite me.
Yes.
Y'all know.
Yes.
This has been automatic all year for me as a pick for Oregon. If y'all remember, in my top 4 schools going into the college football playoff, I had Georgia number 1, Oregon number 2. I believe Notre Dame was number 3 and Alabama was number 4. There's hope for the top 2 still. There's hope for the top 2.
Well, Notre Dame still has hope as long as they win out.
No, they're out. They're out of contention.
They ain't got no hope.
They just been eliminated. They came out and said that they've eliminated from contention.
Right,
they were in a conference, maybe, but they ain't in no conference.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the reason why they got eliminated. There's no conference championship for them to play to even be considered. So it's mathematically impossible. Maybe they'll join the conference finally now that this has happened.
Bastards.
I hope they finish like 5-2 just for that.
Hey, man, I think that Michael Penix Jr. struggling, like he did, and Bo Nix coming off of a bye week, them rested up. I don't know if you guys had seen the way Dan Lannon got them dudes hyped up for the Colorado game, bro. I'm totally on board from Dan Lannon. Mm-hmm. I mean, let me give you a little history lesson on Dan Lannon real quick. Dan Lannon was an assistant coach for not only Arizona State, then he went to Alabama, became an assistant coach there. I believe he went to Memphis under Mike Norvell and was an assistant coach there. And just to talk about how good a dude Mike Norvell is, by the way, I didn't know this until I read this up. Mark Norvell actually ordered one of those housemaids during when Dan Lannon's wife got cancer, so she wouldn't have to worry about doing stuff around the house and like that. That made me a bigger Mike Norvell fan, and I don't really care about Deion anymore coming to Florida State. I don't. Mike Norvell is that guy, and Dan Lannon's always been trying to pay it forward now. So when he went to Georgia, they won a national championship as a DC out there, and I told y'all last year that they were not going to have the same defense they had last year this year, and they've stepped up to the plate and they've played big time, man. They played big time for their conference. They allow 153 yards in the air, 102 on the ground, while Washington allows 243 in the air and 121 on the ground. Oregon averages 227 yards on the ground and 330 in the air, and it's totally lopsided with Washington. 446 in the air, 123 on the ground. What do you think about what do you think Oregon is about to do to Washington? They're about to get a really big wake-up call. Michael Penix Jr. better go in there and throw about 8 touchdowns in this game. Dan Lanning told their team, I know everybody saw they're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins. One thing that I like that he had said is, you don't talk to them. You don't let them get inside your head. We don't talk back. We talk with these. And he started hitting people on the shoulder pad. He said, we talk with these. I was like, hold up, bro.
I was like, you got me.
I'm thinking about the glory days, man. He got me pumped up, bro. I stood up in my living room. I took my shirt off. Ah!
I was like, put me in, coach. Put me in.
Put me in, coach. Dan Lanning has got those guys rocking. And Bo Nix went into halftime against Colorado and told his teammates, I don't care what the score says. It's 0-0. It's 0-0.
Yeah.
Bro.
They're
different.
SEC coach. And
That
then
was when they were up 21-0 too.
They're different this year, man. I fully still believe that they are the Pac-12 champions. Like, just crown them right now. I don't think that this train is going to start rolling down. Bucky Irving. There's so many different weapons on that damn team right now. Even Casey Rogers taking punt returns, or taking fake plays on the punt, bro.
There you go.
Man,
Fake punts.
fake punts.
And with Kenny Dillingham leaving too, I mean, you would think the offense would regress. Oh no, sir.
Oh, heck no. That's actually going up.
No,
That was
sir.
my biggest question.
Dan Lanning don't rock like that. He don't rock like that.
And that's been my biggest question, was that. And I said that at the beginning of the season. Hold your horses. They might be the number 2 team, but Kenny Dillingham is so good at offensive play calling and so creative. And they've been even more consistent this year. They have been. Every single game that they've played in. First game against Portland State, throwing 80 up on those boys. They're not slowing down. They want this to be a statement year. Man, I think we're looking at something great with Oregon. I really do. I know I'm hyped up on them, but I really think we're looking at, this might be one of the greatest teams on paper by the end of the year.
Yeah.
As far as points scored, defense, and rushing as well. I know we was talking about Blake Corum and all of them, but remember, I had Bucky Irving in that conversation. He's played like the best running back in the country in some games. So,
You know, I'm finally going to admit it. I'll take Bucky Irving over Bray. But with that being said, which tie do I break? Who do I fit? Man, screw that. Give me Oregon. Man, this is going to be could be game of the year. I got Oregon winning this, and it's because of that defense. Oregon's rushing defense, I'll start off with that, ranks 20th in the nation. Their passing defense, which is going against the best passing offense in the nation, with the Heisman frontrunner right now, Michael Penix, is ranked 5th. So this is gonna be a great battle, seeing Oregon's defense versus Washington's offense, and it's gonna be a fun one and a great Big Ten matchup preview for years to come. It's gonna be great, but I'm gonna go Oregon here. I think Bucky Irving's gonna have his way versus Washington's rushing defense, and even if they slow him down the rushing game, you can use him in the passing game. He's just that deadly. I think Bucky Irving's gonna have over 200 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns on the day. That is my bold take for this game. So give me Oregon here.
Hayden going with Oregon.
Wait, who else picked Washington?
Tony picked Washington.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey, Tony's in second. Okay.
All right.